Dosas, a pancake of the East that is very versatile. It can be had for breakfast, lunch or dinner. And it is also healthy but even more delicious. Let me show you how to make it. One of the main ingredients to this recipe is skinned black gram, also known as Urad Dhal, which you can find at most of your supermarkets. Now, along your gram, place all your ingredients into a bowl, which you're going to need to wash and rinse. The list of the ingredients are down in the description below, but that's the fenugreek seeds, the rice, the dal, the gram, all into the bowl, which you are now going to rinse. Wash and rinse well to get rid of any impurities. This may take a few tries. Once you have rinsed all your ingredients well, place everything into a bowl and soak with a lot of fresh water, and you're gonna let that soak for at least 4 hours. Then strain all your ingredients and place into a blender. You want to blend it so that it's smooth but not too liquid. So if you feel that it is struggling to mix, add a bit of water, but not a lot, a few tablespoons at a time. You should reach a smooth consistency, almost like a thick pancake batter. Place your batter into a bowl and now you're gonna let that ferment. This can take anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. Now if you live in a cold country, the best thing you can do is to cover your bowl with some cling film and place it into your oven with the oven light on. Your oven will warm up to an average of 60 degrees, which is exactly what you want, and this will allow the batter to ferment in under 6 hours. Now depending on your oven, this may be 6 or this may be 8, but 6 hours is a good rule of thumb. Now you know your dough's fermented when it has almost doubled inside. It will be creamy and airy and taste slightly sour. Mix well until you reach a smooth consistency. It may be slightly lumpy at first, so what you can do is add a bit of water. A few tablespoons will allow you to have a smooth batter, just like this. At this point you can add a bit of turmeric to add a bit of color to your batter, and as well as adding salt to taste. I tend to not add it before as it can affect the fermentation process. The best thing you can use is using something like a tawa or a cast iron skillet. Now if you don't have one, you can also use non-stick pan. Whatever you use, oil well and spread the oil across the pan. I have cut an onion in half and using that to spread the oil, as a tissue may end up catching onto the pan. Now drop a ladle full onto the pan and make sure your ladle does not leave the pan, and slowly but surely make some swirls and extend as you go along. The key is to make sure that you don't apply too much pressure but your ladle doesn't come off the pan. On a medium flame, your dosa will cook fairly quickly, or about 2 minutes at the most. The swirls that you have made will start to brown and give you this lovely pattern. You can tell the underside has cooked very well and has developed a very crispy texture. For thicker dosa, just add on a bit more dough and cover with the lid and let that cook for 2 minutes. The steam will allow the dough to cook really well but still be relatively crispy. Don't let these bad boys cool down, you want to have them while they're warm. Generally, I like to have them with some sambal, which is a spicy coconut chutney. Recipe to follow, just keep an eye out for that. And some dry potato curry. Another recipe that is also soon to follow. With that being said, you can have it with anything that you want. And there you have it. This was my recipe for fresh homemade dosa.